Have you ever checked a food wrapper only to realize you accidentally ate triple your intended calories? Or worse, realized a few bites in that your snack was past its safe date? We can stop that from happening right now using a straightforward 4-step label audit. Before we go any further, pause the video and grab a packaged food item from your pantry or fridge so you can audit it along with me. Learning to audit this label is your best defense against tricky nutrition math and hidden foodborne risks. Step 1 is the safety check. Turn your package over and find the small stamped text showing the dates. This mock label shows exactly what you are looking for. Notice the two distinct dates. The MFG, or manufacturing date, simply tells you when the product was made. The EXP, or expiry date, is the one you need to watch. This is the absolute non-negotiable deadline for food safety. While you're looking at the back, scan the packaging for standard safety and quality approval marks, like an ISO certification or a halal logo. Verifying these dates and quality marks is your first hurdle. If the expiration date has passed, throw the item away immediately. The nutritional value no longer matters if the food isn't safe. Now let's move to step 2. Look closely at the small text on your label to find the section marked Storage Instructions. Manufacturers put specific requirements here to keep the product safe. It might tell you to keep refrigerated, or simply to store in a cool, dry place. A very common mistake is leaving an item in the pantry because you bought it on an ambient shelf, completely missing the small text that says refrigerate after opening. If you ignore these storage instructions, you completely void the safety of that expiry date you just checked. Improper storage makes the food unsafe to eat, no matter what the calendar says. For step 3, find the paragraph labeled Ingredients. Take a moment to read it all the way through, rather than just glancing at the first line. This diagram shows how every ingredient list is legally structured. Manufacturers must list items in descending order, starting with the highest physical amount at the top, down to the lowest amount at the bottom. This rule easily exposes unhealthy products. If a sweetener like sugar or corn syrup is the very first ingredient on your list, your item is mostly made of sugar. But you cannot afford to skim and stop at the top. Potent allergens like milk powder or nuts are often buried at the very end of the paragraph because they are used in small amounts. Grasping this top-to-bottom weight ratio gives you an accurate picture of what your food is actually made of, letting you spot hidden allergens before they cause harm. Finally, step 4. Locate the Nutrition Facts panel and find the specific serving size metric near the top. Look at the calories, fat, sugar, and sodium listed below it. All of those numbers apply only to that single, specific serving size. Let's look at a realistic scenario on this chart. If the serving size is 2 biscuits, you are consuming the baseline of 150 calories and 10 grams of sugar. But what happens if you decide to eat more? If you double your physical food intake and eat 4 biscuits, you must multiply all those nutrients by 2. You're now consuming 300 calories and 20 grams of sugar. Mismatched portion sizes are the primary reason people accidentally sabotage their diets and overeat. Taking a few seconds to calculate this portion math is the only way to match the numbers printed on the box with the reality of what enters your body. Look at the item in your hands. You have just completed a full label audit. In just a few minutes, you verified the exact safety dates, checked the storage rules, read the actual ingredients, and calculated the true serving math. You now have the exact information required to prevent foodborne illness, avoid allergic reactions, and stay on track with your nutritional goals. Your next step is to apply this skill in the real world. On your next grocery trip, run this 4-step checklist on any new packaged item before you drop it into your cart. By auditing your food labels before you buy, you take active control over your health, your safety, and your diet.